Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I come to speak about spirituality. I wanted to thank you for your presence. I wanted to thank you so much for supporting the channel and for your donations. I want to discuss a few ideas. The first one is that we're moving into this 1010 portal in a couple of days. There's all kinds of cosmic events that are going on, but the 1010 portal is really a brand new beginning. We passed the 9-9. The 9 is the completion. The 10 is a new start, a new beginning. Life is an ever-ending journey, but there is turning points within life. And at the 11-11, it's going to be the anchoring of the master light. The master number is the master number. And so there's be a great deal of energies. If we anchor it on the 10-10, they will completely be unfolded on the 11-11. And at the solstice, on the 21st of December, there's got to be a great deal of shift within the whole of society. Be prepared, be ready. We were given a 12 years extension from the entry of the age of Aquarius and on the 21st of December 2012. So humanity so we could qualify more people to that ascension phase project. For the universe is on the base 12. Here we work mainly on the base 10, mathematical base 10, and 13 being the bridge into something else. For we have 12 hours on the clock, we have 12 months, 12 constellations. We're moving into a 12 chakra system, 12 rays of light. There is 12 dimension within our sub-universe. All those things, it's like we're going to be moving back into this higher frequency of being. So it is very important to accept the fact that it is very difficult for humanity, for us humans. We've been conditioned to live the world, to live life as mentally and in relationship to what's going on outside, to the outside world and mental. So it is a challenge to move into a feeling state, but that is more internal, maintaining an alpha state of consciousness that is always connected to the inside, yet conscious of all that is going on. Conscious of the hologram, yes, your heart with God. And so it is difficult. Do not, patience, courage, and perseverance. Do not give up. At first, it requires a lot of faith. It really requires a lot of determination, patience, before the cracks of our consciousness open up and we start to feel and know more about this world of energy, and life starts to reveal itself. I'm just here to remind you of your connection to the Creator, to God. For God is the most patient of all beings, because it's like, for him, cause and effect is one. He already sees all the cause and the effect. On Paradise and the Central Universe, God had full experience of all that is, but he did not have the experience of ignorance and not knowing. So he created hundreds of thousands of universe, each of them with millions of planets and civilization, this great adventure of time and space, but time and space will unfold through times, when actually the truth of the eternal Creator is always as in the unity of the one. Is also the creators are also the prime creator, the first, second, and third source and center that's manifested as the supreme being in the universe. They're always very discreet. They keep a lot of mysteries. Even on the Paradise Society, there's a lot of mystery to the Paradise beings about the future of the unfoldment, and there's a lot of speculation from the Paradise philosophers about a lot of things that God created that is not yet understood. Why those things, like the presence of the universal senses on the billion worlds of Avona, there is no need for them to be there, but they are there. And so I thought I might have resolved that, but it's like I may be wrong about it. I haven't received confirmation. No. So the means by which to communicate with our Creator is to understand we have this I Am presence, known as the thought adjuster or the mystery monitor. Those beings are pure divine paradise beings, pre-personal beings, direct extension from the first Creator, the first source and center, and they're pre-personal beings that are ministers. When they first come into the ministry of a human mortal mind, they're virgin adjuster. They're called virgin adjuster, and then every time so they have their mission, and they indwell the human mind, and then every time they have to change planets. They can never do two planets. They don't repeat. They don't stay with us until an adjuster has enough experience, and then you find a mortal soul that's ready eventually for fusion, and then will be eternally fused with those beloved, amazing beings that are ministers of the supreme, the ultimate, the absolute, and the infinite. So it's like so it's and the adjusters, all the those higher spirits, they know the past, the present, and the future. They can already see what's going on. But we need to be in full cooperation. Once the soul is in full cooperation, has enough evolutionary consciousness, then they will become a fusion between the soul and the adjuster. But we need to achieve enough consciousness to do that, godlike qualities. So it's like there is no rush, because as eternal beings, we'll make it back to the source sooner or later. Yet we do want to find the door. We do want to do all we can to advance and progress and to cultivate the truth, the beauty, the goodness within ourselves. For God is an open book. He's never been in hiding. Everything is there to see. Yet the consciousness has to discover it step by step. And the truth is self-revealing. And as soon as we're ready to receive an information, we get it. So do not ask for if we don't getting an information, because it is not the time for us to get it. And this information, when it comes as far as spiritual information, comes from the higher planes, is often coming from our guides, beloved guides, or they're coming from the company of heaven, the archangels, the masters, or the higher spirits. And so, and those higher spirits, as well as our guides, they have sometimes they're intervening between us and the source. It doesn't mean that we cannot communicate directly with source, but at first to communicate from the finite to the infinite is not always that easy. So our guides are like sometimes they can intervene. An archangel can intervene, a master guide can intervene between us and the source, so that we can to assist us in aligning our intentions slowly but surely. It's very important to go into the heart. The heart is magnetic. It is the doorway to love. And so it is magnetic, and it always attracts what it needs in truth. So what we seek is to have a pure heart, to purify our heart. It's very important. Pure hearts will recognize other pure hearts. And the three keys to that is sincerity is the first key. The second key is more sincerity. And the third key is even more sincerity. It is a dance. It's really hard sometimes. Sometimes at night I'm receiving tons of information and making a lot of decisions. I'm doing all kinds of things, and there's some beautiful things coming down, but there's some very challenging. Sometimes I have to blame my astrology for a natal chart in astrology, was the celestial implantation that we chose when we came into this, and that will last for all our lifetime. Understand your astrology, you will understand all your strengths and all the lessons you need to learn. Sometimes I have to blame my moon in Scorpio for all my self-sabotaging energy when it comes to my sentimental or romantic relationship. It's like because of impatience or whatever. But it's been really hard. Although there's all kinds of souls coming to me now to make up for the lack of that or lack of this. For all of it is experience. Everything is experience. We came to experience life. And the spirit will always say yes to experience. They want us to experience. So we have to learn to say yes to life, but we have to say no to those things that are no longer in alignment with our destiny and our freedom and our soul. So sometimes we say yes to something because we're afraid of saying no, and that brings us to like problems and heaviness. And sometimes we say no to things because we're afraid of letting go of our comfort zone and going for it. So it's very important to discern and try to transcend the limitations that we may have, in order to be bold, to be audacious, to aspire, for God knows those things, and will protect us. You know, although sometimes we feel we're shaken up by life. The card of the day is a wonderful card. It's called finances. Finances is wonderful. We're gonna be free financially. It is really the goal and the objective. Once we achieve enough liberation within our consciousness, we need this freedom to express it into the world. So thank you so very much for sharing your abundance, and which is something I'm going to do when I get it as well, to find a balanced way and to start doing all kinds of philanthropy and humanitarian work, but not so much in like the way traditional people will do it. I'm going to have my unique approach to that, but I'm really here to serve the Creator and to enjoy my life as much as possible. So I'm going to sing a song. Well, I'm going to pull a few more cards. I was going to sing a song a bit melancholic about this loss of this love. That is great love, this great, powerful love, but it just doesn't, on the physical plane, it just didn't she loves me too, but it doesn't fit because I can't afford to be with her right now. And it's like, so we break it up, broke it off. And so, but this is maybe a self-sabotage myself, but so it's all about the observer of the day is, sorry, I don't mean to share those personal things, but it's like, do not blame yourself for whatever you go through. Just pay attention to this, what is going on. Because if I started to explain this situation, people would think I'm completely insane. There is a red flags everywhere, but it doesn't come from my ego. It comes from the soul and my spirit. It is imposed. It's like I have no choice about certain things and just have to deal with it. Balance it out. So the highest with the observer of the day is TikTok. It's both the pressure of time and the timeless eternity. And always turn to the timeless eternity when you feel that you're being tensed by the energies of time. The highest wisdom is to go far. There is a long-term project, there is a lot of long-term things that are going on. Spirit is talking to me about marriage and long-term relationships, but it's so challenging since I'm very single and I have all kinds of beautiful souls that are coming to me. Women that I find attractive. It's just very, I'm not really sure. But there's this long-term thing. It's like I'm no longer interested in short-term thing. If I make those connections, I want them to be lasting. And so it's really getting ready for a marathon. There is really a new phase that is going on, and it's going to be really a long-term thing. It will last for the rest of our life, this new phase. What is we need to understand is a brand new life, this new life that is before us. What we need to do is to understand the show. That's my challenge. To understand there's those things that are it's called all that shine. It's about all that shine. Younger souls are attracted by all that shine. They're all about the surface, about materialism, and it's like, and then there is what's going on the inner plane. It's like on the outside plane. With this person, it's like, it just doesn't fit right now. But on the inner plane, she always comes back to me. So it's very delicate. So it's about remaining centered to realize what's going on within and to accept the unfoldment of the surface and not to be distracted by the mask, the ego, the temporal things of the surface, to continue to cultivate. And the outcome will be the wind of change. Everything is changing. The wind is turning, and we're really moving into something completely new. We want to break free to the old past. So just sometimes we need to make a decision that seems to be counterintuitive but feels right, and then we see how to adjust to that, and just to sign on self, be true to yourself, to not be afraid, be kind, but you can be firm and kind in the same time. Well, I hope this message inspired you. I'm trying just to assist in the anchoring of this new energies, because we're going to be passing through this very, very tense, not tense, but we're getting into this new beginning, and there's going to be this anchoring. But a lot of the humanity that has not awakened will be really shaken up. So let us be prepared. I'm going to sing this old song from the 60s. Not sure why, just pulled it up, and it's a bit romantic about someone who's like in love, but it doesn't work. So it's just called Night in White Satin. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. 'Cause I love you, yes I love you, how I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can't understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you will be in the end. And I love you, yes I love you, how I love you. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. 'Cause I love you, yes, I love you, how I love you. Well, it's a love song. For love, it's very romantic. Love is very challenging. When it's deep. It's like sometimes I long for the time where I had like very light relationship, where everything was flowing, and it's like very intense. This person, she broke my heart 100 times, and I cannot just. It's very difficult to let it go. But I've created some buffer zone now. It's like, and I have like other souls that are there to shield me a little bit from what's going on. And the point is the equilibrium, to balance it out, and to keep the balance, to always return to center, to breathe, to return to center. The highest wisdom is the doubt. So it's like, yeah, that's where I'm going. That's where I am. It's the wisdom is to be able to question things and to see it. The soul has ideas, but we live down here. We have our own perception of things. So we are part of that soul, and the soul will take consideration of all that we're going through. What we need to understand is the solution. Well, the solution, truth shall set you free. From him, finances will set me free. The solution. Then what we need to do is is knowledge, to continue to cultivate that sense of knowledge, knowing of your I am, knowing I am that I am, to return to our power, our sovereignty, and so that we open the door. And the outcome will be our mission. We're going to be able to really move into the next level of our mission and to fulfill that destiny that is before us. As we overcome the doubt, we find reconciliation. Well, maybe that will happen. We hopefully, for me, the meeting, it's encountering. It's like finally maybe I'll meet this person in the physical world. For I know her from past life, but we've never met yet in this. But I'm just relating to my own going on. But see how it can relate to you. This wisdom about repairing and encounter meeting the right person. And then we're going to also the doubts, once we overcome the doubts, we're going to be able to move into action, divine inspired action, the blue fire of will and divine authority. All of that is unfolding. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to come and say hello. I wish you a wonderful day. Let us prepare for this 1010 portal, which will very likely be a turning point in many ways. And at the 11:11, it will be completely unfolded, and then everything is going to be shifting for 2025. Will most likely be very different, and we may have to face certain events on the outside world, like remain at peace, remain in love, remain calm, remain try to be as serene as possible and compassionate, and courage, compassion, and lucidity is really until we become infinitely courageous, infinitely compassionate, and infinitely lucid, like the Creator. Or we're going step by step. It's really hard. We have to face our fear to become courageous. We have to do the meditation to become lucid, and we have to exercise love and compassion for ourselves and the world around us. And the more we are able to do any one of those, the other two virtues will grow along with it. Well, thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful portal, and I'll talk to you later.